This is an introduction to how Monty works for schools. Monty is available 24/7 and syncs with Xero, so your data is always up to date. Xero is used for data entry, payment batches, invoicing out, bank reconciliations, and managing contacts and the chart of accounts. Account code transactions or ledger reports are reported from Xero. I'm now going to log in. So my email address is my login and a secure password. So it's very easy to manage, and I'm going to go to a demonstration school. We have purposely made Monty easy to use. School staff have busy workloads and ease of use was a main driver for us. Users log in with their email address and a secure password and can refresh data from Xero in seconds. We kept the side menu simple and clear. I'll take you quickly through the buttons, starting from bottom to top with the Help button. To gain certification, we needed to have Monty tested by Xero and acceptable to their high standards. Help is provided through tip sheets we've created. An example is the tip sheet reminding users of the process for month-end reporting. Most users tell us that they might use the tip sheets once and that's it. They're not needed again. Monty is intuitive. The Setup button is where we organise the school. Organisations, where at the moment you'll see all of the schools, you're seeing the administrator version is where we organise a school. We can set up the school in seconds and only require a logo file for import and temporary access to Xero to link Monty. From receiving an order to having Monty ready to use by a new school can take as little as 10 minutes. If the school wants us to set up report formats and enter the budget, that might take from 2 to 8 hours, depending on the size of school and complexity of the chart. We charge on an hourly rate for setup. A few schools elect to do this themselves. The users are set up when a school staff list is imported in seconds. This gives the school the ability to email reports. The main school user is set up as an advisor. These are the user levels and can add or import contact level users at any time. Teachers and budget holders are given contact level access for emailing of reports. The next section is the budget, so we're switching to the top now of the side menu. Schools can create as many budgets as are useful. While the approved budget must be used for annual accounts reporting, it is common to have a draft budget initially. This is then finalised at the start of the financial year and approved. A reviewed budget may be created during the year and then used for management reporting. The school's codes from Xero appear on the left and are mapped to groups on the right. Groups can be edited and the school has choice over the code and name column. I'm just going to click on Edit Groups, linking these to group report headers and summary report headers. Once all of the codes are mapped, Monty is ready for the budget to be entered. I'm going to map these two codes. They go to Ministry of Education grants. These two codes, which are netted, come over here and we'll choose locally raised funds activities and map them to that group. This is a balance sheet code and we would have to come right down to the bottom and map that into revenue in advance. Then I come back to the top and come into the budget tab. Budget entry is easy and quick. The user simply types and enters or arrows down with the keyboard. An option to export to Excel and enter budget figures and then import back into Monty is also provided. Generally, schools choose to enter the budget figures on screen with group totals shown. Monty copes cleverly. I'm going to pull down until you can see a netted group. Monty copes cleverly with groups where revenue and expense codes are netted, and many schools prefer this option. The Save As button on screen enables the school to create a new budget or a reviewed budget, or one for a new financial year. It's quick and easy. Once the name of the budget has been typed in, It's just a matter of clicking OK and there's a new copy of the budget ready to enter figures. The top menu bar, we have allowed schools, I'll just pull this to the top, to choose to enter a monthly budget. The majority of schools use an annual budget for simplicity, clarity of reporting and to save time. As well as mapping the zero codes to groups for monthly reporting, Monty provides a category mapping option to enable the annual reporting. The category mapping is not needed initially for a school, just set up once for the annual accounts reporting. Over on the right, all of the Ministry Kiwi Park model categories are enabled on the right hand side and the zero codes are mapped to these. After the budget has been entered, then reports are available, so the reports button on the sidebar is used. Monty provides reports for monthly management reporting in summary and detailed formats. Most schools choose to use just the top 2 report options as the statement of financial position is included in the monthly management summary report. Once the monthly transactions have been reconciled and any new codes added in Xero have been mapped to Monty, then the monthly management summary report is displayed. The month and the budget are selected and remain as the default until changed. The net assets and equity are checked to ensure that all codes are mapped correctly, and then the user presses End on the keyboard to the export button to print or save. Most schools would choose to print to PDF, choose a portrait option to save paper. This report in its entirety or part of the report is provided for the Board of Trustees. Clear and simple reporting against the annual budget is provided with percentages and variance figures. And then back in Monty, the user presses the Home key on the keyboard to return to the top of the page to access the Matching Group Details report. This report shows each Xero account code by group and in the same format with percentages as the summary report. Pressing End enables the user again to choose to print to PDF or Excel. The top menu bar shows the choices for a school that uses a monthly budget. They would require the year-to-date budget option to be ticked. Once monthly reporting has been completed, the emailing of reports to budget holders can be actioned. Departmental budget holders' reports are emailed to all staff previously set up. The month and the budget to be chosen need to be selected. You can then select one user to report to or Control A for all, enter an optional message and send. This quick action emails the appropriate report to each budget holder selected. That's it. Details of who was emailed and when are available too. No one can say that they weren't sent their reports. The next reports that are used, we come back to the reports button. There are faculty reports and activity reports. Activity reports can be created by the school user with quick selections for account codes and staff. Faculty and activity budget holder reports are emailed the same way. This is the way the report looks. You can click on the title of the report and open it at any time for any staff member, choose the month and the budget and update. Staff are given their activity of their own budget and all of the transactions for that period. Reporting formats for the annual accounts reporting are also provided and available to print or export to Excel. The Kiwi Park Model Export shows all account codes in numerical order with the Kiwi Park category. The Kiwi Park Auditor Report provides the subtotals needed for entry into the Input tab on the MOE Kiwi Park Model Excel file and is exported to Excel simply by pressing End. We are adding a summary report option as well. These reports are exported to Excel and provided for the school auditors, and we've received great feedback on these formats. That's the end of our introductory video. Thanks very much for watching. If you've got any other queries, just go to www.solutionsandservices.co.nz and ask for me, Sandy Dunn. Thank you.